All right, welcome to the Project 6 Hint, H-I-N-T video. I say it's a hint because you got to figure some of this out for yourself. Now, as we go along, I'm going to give you less and less information because I'll expect more and more out of you. Let me just say this up front. If you're not putting in a couple hours a day on this course, you're going to be in trouble when we get into some of these later chapters. All right? So make sure you're not procrastinating, for lack of a better word. All right. Our project for Chapter 6, Project 6 is on page 194. Now, if you've read through the chapter, which I hope you have done, you already know that on page 182 there's a pizza price calculating program that is somewhat similar to what we're doing, only ours is more advanced. And that is where I got the prices of the pizzas. So what this program does, in case you haven't read it, if you haven't read it, you need to stop the program and then read it and then start it back up, or the video, and start it back up again. It gets the number of medium pizzas from the user and number of large pizzas from the user. It validates to see that they're both greater than or equal to 0. In other words, there's some data validation here. They can't give you a negative number for pizzas. Um, and there's some discounts and so forth, right? If they've got a $2 coupon they want to use, and they can only use it once, and then you just deduct $2 from the total cost of the pizzas. And if they've ordered more than 4, which is 5 or greater, not 4, more than 4, there's their if statements, all right? Then you deduct 10% from the cost of the order, and then you output them the number of pizzas they ordered and the total price. All right. Now I'm giving you this. It's just not the only way to do it. It's just the first thing that came into my noggin. So I had not coded this before. You can do whatever you want as long as it fulfills the criterion required in the project specifications. Here are my declarations. I have two constants of the type double. These prices came off of page 181 and 182. Medium price is $9.99. Large price $12.99. You've got those are doubles because they're dollars and cents. The number of pizzas, both medium and large, are integers because you can't have 2.6 large pizzas. It's going to be 2 or 3. And then your double is your total price. All right, so we start out with an input statement. Now we're not doing loops yet, so if these numbers don't validate, then the program just needs to stop. All right, after you output a statement to that effect. So see out, please enter a number of medium pizzas, and you're going to store it medium pizza, right here. And then I'm doing an if. If medium pizza is less than 0, that means it's a negative number. See out, number of medium pizzas cannot be less than 0 end L. Now, if that's true, you come in here, do that, and then it blows all the way out. It comes down to here. Now, you need to look at this closely and make sure you understand how these ifs are working, because we've covered this in 2 chapters now. You should be pretty good at it. Well, if that's false, then it goes into the false side, and we get the second data input, which is large pizzas. Please enter the number of large pizzas. Then we test to see if large pizzas is less than 0. If it is, it outputs an error message, and then the program ends. It never gets into the calculation part. All right, that's the way I have it set up. Now I've added a little something extra here just for the heck of it, but it's probably not a bad idea to do it. I'm using an AND operation. What if they gave you 0 number of large pizzas and 0 number of medium pizzas? Well, there's no order to be filled. There's no price to calculate. There's no need to go on in here and have your program go through all this stuff only to output $0, or maybe even less than that. Could be a negative number because they gave you a coupon. You'll ask for the coupon. I mean, so there's just no need to be here. All right. Well, if all this validates and they have at least one pizza, either large or small or medium, we don't care which, then it comes down to this final else. And this is where the meat of the program takes place. The numbers are valid. We're going to calculate everything. All right. So you calculate the initial price. I think you know how to do that, right? Once you get the initial price, you apply the discounts. And there are 2 different types of discounts. If you look at page 194, you will see what they are. finally, you output the number of pizzas ordered, both medium and large, just to sort of spew it back to the user. Make sure you put this all on separate lines. Make sure your output looks good. And output the final total price once the discounts are applied. I want to see dollars and cents, and I want to see it rounded to 2 decimal places. How do you do that? See out, fixed, set precision 2 before you output it. All right, there's really not too much to this. I've done most of it for you. You can get by on the rest of this without my help. All right, good luck, and I'll see you in Chapter 7.